Hi and welcome back. In this video, we're going to wrap up the KiCad Register Footprint Association, and I'm going to add some sockets for testing to the PCB. If you want to review part 1, I'll have a link to that in the description or up in the corner. I've also put together a playlist specifically for my KiCad work. I'll have that in the description as well. And then I've got an entire playlist for all of my register work. I'll throw that in the description as well. Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Adam. I'm building a 16-bit computer from scratch. I hope you'll join me on this journey. Okay. I still have to do all of these capacitors and diodes, all these passives, plus the connectors and everything. Let's see what kind of resistors we can get. Surface mount resistors. Only 800,000 or so. Active. Ohms, 220 ohms. I believe I've been using 5%, but it would be nice to go with a 2%. Let's take a look and see what we've got here for both of those. Let's go with package. I don't know that I want to do a 1206. That might be a little big, but a 805 might be a little small. So that's a 1/8 watt. Okay. Everything I've been dealing with is a 1/4 watt. So I'm going to stick with 1/4 watt. And I'll add that because I need the extra. So 1/4 watt. These are 16 cents a piece. 0805s. 1.2 millimeters by 2 millimeters. Those are tiny. All right, let's see what the 1206s look like. These are 3.2 millimeters by 1.6 millimeters. That, I think, is going to do me a little bit better. They're all 5%. They're all 220 ohms. What is a bag? Okay, so how many is in a bag? Because it's 1.8 cents a piece. That could work. That could very much work. All right, so let's go with the 1206s. So let's go here. I'm going to have everything, all of my resistors are going to be resistor SMD 1206. I like the hand solder. Let's see here. Data sheet. Again, I haven't looked at this. I believe the difference here is in the pad size. So let's go ahead and make those 1206 resistors. Now the capacitors, I believe that's going to be the same 1206 footprint, but let's go find. We want active, in stock. Where's surface mount? and 1206. Let's go with the 47 microfarad. Let's go for the 10% tolerance. I don't get any cute packaging, so it's all going to be cut tape. These are pricey. Okay, let's go up here. I want cut tape because I need to be able to get them individually, not in bulk packaging. These are all 126 by 0.063 or 3.2 by 1.6 millimeters. Okay, so let's go back to capacitors. There we go. What's left are the LEDs and the jumpers. Let's save this here. LED. Active. In stock. Surface mounts. See if we can get the 1206 3216s. Alright, now these need to be rated for, well, that's voltage forward. Alright, so what colors do I want? I want blue and green, orange and red, violet. So these are still 3.2 by 1.6, so I've already specified that, so that's what I can get. And then if I need to do some calculations to adjust my voltage forward, I can do that. So let's see if we can find LEDs in here. 1206 hand solder. So the last thing are my junction boxes. My headers. Let's see here. What would I find those? Terminal block. Molex. Header. So those are the male pins. All square pins. That's good. by 2. Now these are all 16 pins. These are all going to be 1 by 16. No, not all of them. These are 1 by 16. And that's going to be a 1 by 10. And that sets the footprint then for everything that I'm planning to do. Let me just double check that. Make sure everything stayed. All good, all good. First and last. Yep, I'm good. Apply and save. And the next thing will be then to actually start the PCB. The last thing I want to do today is I want to create some sockets for testing so I could hook wires up and be able to execute or at least perform some testing on the printed circuit board. So I'm going to move some stuff around to allow me to make room for that. And that's going to include for all of these signals with a much bigger sheet of paper. There's a lot to move. Let's move the main bus next. And then ALUB. ALUA. Address bus 2. Now let's see here. Did I get everything lined up so my OCD can be restful? Now with that, what I want to do is I actually want to duplicate all of this. I actually want to get power as well. Let's move this to give me some room. And then zooming out, it's copied and pasted. And now I can zoom back in, and these connector 1 by 16 female. Now let's see if we can rotate that or mirror it horizontally and connect it back up, which we did. All right, second verse, same as the first. In female. And 1 by 2 female. So clean up the positioning of the labels. Sure why I'm struggling so much with that. All right, so save that. You need to annotate. So those should all be good. We should run the error check. Okay, so remove that and remove that. Let's save that, run the error check again. No issues. So it didn't like the fact that there were 2 power flags associated with the same pin. And then now I need to find some footprints. Well, that's not good because I copied the footprints over. So let's figure out. I'm going to zoom out here and zoom in. So 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, 13, 14 are the ones I need to concern myself. J8, which should be a socket at 2.54 millimeters, and it should be a 1x2 vertical. No, oops, it should be 1x16 vertical. And so let's make sure we get all of the buses. 16. And then, so then that leaves 13, which is control signals 1x10 vertical, and then power, which is 1x2 vertical. So these are pin sockets here, 8 through 14, which are the 7 that I just added. So with that, the next step is to actually lay out the printed circuit board. We'll take that on in the next video. And once again, I still have my outstanding to-dos, and I'm not going to go through them all again. But my list continues to grow as I expect it to. And I expect it to grow for a while as I start ticking away at things. It's one step forward, two steps back type of thing. Thank you, and we'll see you soon.